New foldables are coming. Here is what we want to know about Samsung's plans. Thanks to the regular cycle of leaks, we already have a pretty decent idea of what to anticipate from the Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6, to the point where we know exactly what the new foldable phones will look like. Nonetheless, with only a few weeks till the projected introduction of these new phones, some major uncertainties remain about Samsung's foldable phone intentions. Samsung generally launches new foldables in the second part of the year, but speculations suggest that the Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 will arrive sooner than usual this summer. In fact, with the next unpacked presentation set for July 10, which Samsung has yet to confirm, we could see the revised foldable in just a few weeks. Assuming the accelerated release date is accurate, the remaining questions about the new Fold and Flip become even more serious. Add to it the fact that Samsung now faces competition for the title of the greatest foldable phone. The Z Fold 5 and Z Flip 5 debuted last year, just as rival phones emerged, and you'd expect this year's Samsung products to be scrutinized more than usual. So what are the key questions about the Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 as we approach their release? And how likely are we going to receive answers before Galaxy Unpacked? Here's what's on my mind as we prepare for this year's big foldable phone reveal. Our current top selection for the best foldable phone is the OnePlus Open, which not only costs less than the Z Fold 5, but also has greater multitasking capabilities and an easier-to-use cover display. Similarly, the Google Pixel Fold's outside display differs from Samsung's cover screen, which is tall and narrow. As a result, using the Z Fold 5 cover display can be uncomfortable at times, especially when typing. Samsung will strive to fix these flaws with the Z Fold 6, at least in terms of the cover display. The aspect ratio is expected to increase slightly to make the screen more usable. It would be a major step for Samsung to take. While the larger inner screen is a major selling point for foldable phones, there are times when you don't want to unfold your phone and want to handle some chores on the cover display. A larger outer screen would accomplish this, while preserving the large internal screen that makes Samsung's foldable phone enticing to those who want to do more on the go. For what it's worth, the Z Flip 6 is expected to have a larger cover display, as Samsung increased the outside screen for the Z Flip 5 to 3.4 inches. The Z Flip 6 is expected to feature a 3.9-inch cover display. In terms of multitasking upgrades that would compete with the OnePlus Open's Open Canvas feature, the rumor mill has been relatively quiet. That is something we may learn more about in the coming weeks, though the majority of software modifications are unlikely to be released until the Unpacked event. Will the Z Flip 6 deliver camera improvements? The expanded cover screen size for the Z Flip 6 isn't the most rumored upgrade to Samsung's flip phone. Instead, we'll finally see a flip with a higher resolution main camera. Since the original flip, Samsung has used a pair of 12-megapixel sensors for its main and ultra-wide cameras. That's expected to change this time around, as speculations suggest the Z Flip 6 will feature a 50-megapixel sensor for its main lens. This will undoubtedly result in higher resolution images, but we're also curious to see if the 50 megapixels main camera will be able to capture finer 2x zooms by cropping in to create a 12.5 megapixels image. And as anyone who owns a camera phone knows, improved hardware is only part of the story. What photo processing enhancements does Samsung have planned for its new foldables, particularly the Z Flip 6? Given the allure of flip phone-type foldables, which are intended to recreate the spontaneity and style of flip phones from a decade or so ago, camera capabilities should be a key component of the Z Flip's appeal. Until now, the cameras have felt like an afterthought, so the Galaxy Z Flip 6 represents Samsung's opportunity to change the narrative. If you watched Samsung's Galaxy S24 unveiling, you'll know that AI is a major priority for Samsung's smartphone releases this year. Samsung is so committed to its Galaxy AI features that it has extended the capabilities debuted with the S24 series to previous phones, such as the Z Fold 5 and Galaxy Z Flip 5. So what does that mean for the new foldables about to come out? To some extent, Samsung has already addressed that topic. A blog post published earlier in June revealed that new Galaxy AI functions would be included in the new foldables, even implying that some capabilities would take advantage of the phone's distinct shapes. To deliver a completely new and unique AI experience, we will further optimize the Galaxy AI experience for the upcoming foldable devices, said Wonjun Choi, Samsung's head of mobile research and development. Our foldables are the most versatile and flexible form factor in Samsung Galaxy, and when combined with Galaxy AI, these two complementary technologies will together unlock all new possibilities. It is unclear what a foldable-specific AI function may allow for. According to one speculated feature, Galaxy AI will improve hand-drawn sketches and notes, much like a comparable capability released as part of Apple's intelligence features for Apple devices. This enhanced sketching and note-taking capability appears to be most suited for the Z Fold 6 and its associated S Pen, but we're curious how the Z Flip 6 might benefit from Galaxy AI as well. What are the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Galaxy Z Flip 6 going to cost? We've only heard one important pricing rumor about Samsung's forthcoming foldable phones, and it's not good. The starting pricing for both the Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 will be $100 higher than the current variants. That means the new Flip would cost $1,099, while the Fold would cost a whopping $1,899. Pricing typically peak right before a product introduction, so perhaps the coming weeks will provide more encouraging news. However, if these speculated prices are correct, it will be bad news for the Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6. Prices for foldable phones are currently very pricey, which is understandable given the materials and know-how required to bend screens in half. Even a slight price increase will dissuade more people from experimenting with foldable designs. And with few meaningful changes planned for these new phones, a price increase would seem to deter current foldable device customers from upgrading. By the time Galaxy Unpacked arrives, Motorola will have already hosted its launch event on June 25, when we can expect to see the latest Motorola Razr devices. If the Motorola Razr Plus 2024 costs the same $999 as the present model, or perhaps less, a price increase for the Galaxy Z Flip 6 would be even more noticeable. Will the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Galaxy Z Flip 6 get overshadowed at their launch event? Apart from the potential inclusion of Galaxy AI features in Samsung's foldables, neither the Z Fold 6 nor the Z Flip 6 are expected to offer any significant improvements. Screen size changes, enhanced camera sensors, and perhaps a transition to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 CPU are all expected with annual phone updates. Meanwhile, at the same Unpacked event where the foldable phones are likely to debut, we can learn more about the Galaxy Ring, a wearable Samsung teased at its most recent product reveal in January. We could also see new Galaxy watches, such as the Galaxy Watch 7 with a fresh design and longer battery life, and the Galaxy Watch Ultra, which promises to be one of the most powerful smartwatches ever. Phones are my bread and butter, but the Galaxy Ring and Galaxy Watch rumors have piqued my interest as we approach Galaxy Unpacked. And given the rising competition in the foldable phone market, it appears that Samsung's decision to play it safe with the Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 is not wise. So share your thoughts below, then I will see you in my next video. Goodbye, and peace out.